Today we're going to take a look at the Raspberry Pi Zero 2W in the GPi case, and we are going to try to answer 3 questions. Can we simply swap the Pi? Like, can we take the 0 out, put the 02 in, and swap the SD card, and will it just work? Or do we need a software update for it to work? And what happens if we manually update the software? Will it then work, or will it stop working in case it was already working? So let's take a look. Hi, I'm Sindastra, and today I would like to talk to you about gaming on the Raspberry Pi Zero 2W. This is the Zero 2W, as you can see right here at the back, Raspberry Pi Zero 2, copyright Raspberry Pi 2021. This is the newest Raspberry Pi Zero model that there is right now. And in my previous video, in case you haven't watched, I talked about how this might be useful for little gaming handhelds. You see, the Raspberry Pi Zero was already used for some gaming handhelds, which is great because it has a really low power usage. The downside is it has a really weak CPU. So the Raspberry Pi Zero 2 is the same, but with a better CPU. So it should be better for gaming, right? So let's do a little bit of a comparison today. Right here we have the Retroflag GPi Case. Oh, you can see me in the reflection. So there it's booting Raspberry Pi. This is really old. It still says Raspbian. I have not updated this Pi Zero. By the way, right here is the 02, but in here is the first version. So we're gonna do a little bit of a comparison about performance. So that's number 1, performance. We're gonna take a look at that and compare. Number 2, can I simply take the SD card out of this one and put it into this one, and will it just work, or do we have to update it and do some changes first? So we're going to answer these 2 questions. I already tried one game here. If you're wondering about all these SpongeBob and Very Odd Parents, I grew up as a Nickelodeon child, so this was actually my very first Game Boy Advance game, and my very first game, like from all my games, this was my very first game. SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman for Game Boy Advance. So take notice of the time it takes to load. We're going to take a look at the intro screen, and you will notice how it will start lagging, specifically. Oh my gosh, that's music to my ears. You will notice how the music will start lagging. You noticed how when the bubbles played, it lagged because it had to calculate the animation. Now when the fish comes along, you will really start to notice how the Zero cannot handle this. Yep. Really struggling with emulation right there. Now it's speeding up a little bit. Now that it's loaded, press start. Let's do that. Now in the menu you can see, let me try to decrease volume. Now in the menu you can see how it's at normal speed because there's not really much to calculate. So let's do new game, normal. I'm ready. it may seem normal, but you can actually hear the music being really laggy. You notice how much the 0 is lagging. So as you can see, the 0 really isn't made for emulating. It's really laggy. And honestly, I really wonder, what did the people at Retroflag think when they designed the GPi case? I mean, the 0 is pretty much a terrible decision for gaming. I mean, I guess it's okay for Game Boy Color, but anything more than that, it really starts to struggle. For example, Game Boy Advance right here. So yeah, I think that's enough for now. Let's try using the Pi 02. Let's turn this off right here. This is just sad. Please die. So yeah, let's move on to the 02. So here's the case. In case you don't know how it works, basically at the back right here we have Amazon Basics batteries. Oh god. And right here is the cartridge, which holds the Raspberry Pi 0. So let's put this aside real quick. Right here is the micro SD card slot, which is always really horribly difficult to open. So let's not wait. Actually, we do need to bother with this, because we need to take out the SD card before we can open this case, or else we might break off the SD card. Oh my gosh. For a moment I thought I just broken it off, but no, it's just really difficult to open this thing, especially when you're looking through the camera. There we go. SanDisk Ultra, because I only want the best. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, dang it. Never mind the SD card. So there are 4 screws we need to open real quick for the upgrade. And I really hope this is going to work. You know, it might not seem that difficult, but when you're looking through the camera, dang it, wrong bit. I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I got a proper screw bit. Well, I really hope it's the proper screw bit. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. That's quality content right here. Wait, why are you watching me on screen? Oh, dang it. Never mind. This channel is great. Best quality content on YouTube. Losing screws, losing SD cards, losing all the things. So, how's your day been while I'm unscrewing right here? Oh wait, I should have said while I'm screwing around, because that's what it feels like on this YouTube channel right now, at least in this video. Just screwing around, both literally and figuratively. Aren't you also annoyed how everybody uses the word literally wrong? Nah, I'm just kidding. People are gonna hate on me on the comments. How dare you? I only use it to emphasize. It's great to use it that way. How dare you, you grammar Nazi. Yeah, I mean, I'm already commenting for you, so you don't have to. I'm just joking around. You know that, right? You know, it's really difficult to unscrew this on the camera. So let me just do this off camera real quick. So now that it's unscrewed, let's open it. Brace for loud bang noise. In 3, 2, 1. It wasn't that loud, but I warned you, so if you're watching through headphones, you cannot complain. So let's take a look here. As you can see, this is the Raspberry Pi 0W version 1.1, 2017. Time flies. It's plugged in through the micro USB on the go port, and here are the 40 pin headers that you connect through. So we just unplug this right here. As you can see, different CPU. Wait, is this even the CPU? I have no idea. As you can see, this thing here has this thing here, which the original doesn't. So I guess it's better because it's bigger. I'm just kidding. And I think that was it. That's super easy, you know, no soldering. That is actually pretty well done from Retroflag. Like, credits to them for making something that easy to install. Now we just put this on. You know, it really is difficult to look at it through camera, so dang it. Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. First you have to get it through these holes right here, and then you can make it sound like you're breaking the silicon. It's always really scary because you really have to press it shut, and it feels like you're about to break it, but it works out most of the times. So let me screw this back on off camera. Actually, yeah, wait, dang it. Forgot this. Okay, let me assemble it off camera real quick, or else you're gonna hate me. So, I'm back. This took way longer than I expected because this little piece right here got stuck, so I had to unscrew it, put this in place and screw it back on. So to recap, we took the SD card from the 0 and put it into the 02, which we put in here. And the question now is, since this is the old Raspbian, not Raspberry Pi OS, it's like really old, the question is, will it just work on the 02, or do we have to update it first or change anything for it to work with this? If it doesn't work, that's okay. We don't have to disassemble it. We just take out the SD card, put it in here. We do all the updates and put it back in here, so we don't have to disassemble. So let's give it a try, shall we? That's always a nice feeling to put this in there. That sounds wrong. Let's turn it on and let's see if it works. Let's not give up hope. Wait, I think the screen turned on. Yeah, the screen turned on, but nothing is being output. As you can see, can you see those lines right here? Yep, I think we need to update Raspbian to Raspberry Pi OS to the latest to make sure all the drivers are installed. Now I'm gonna turn it off. Take a look at those lines. Yep, you can see it definitely powers on the screen. Wait for it. Yeah, it powers on the screen, but it doesn't actually work. So we need to update it. So I'll simply take out the SD card from here, run an update, and then I'll come back for the performance test. I'm back and I've got the thing fully up to date now, but keep in mind, for now I just did sudo apt update, sudo apt upgrade, which means it's the latest Raspberry Pi OS version 10. So it's up to date version 10, but it's not upgraded to 11 because right now Raspberry Pi OS based on Debian 11 is the newest one. A quick tip in case you are tasked with updating the 0 like I did here. I thought, you know, updating this takes forever on the 0 because it's so weak. So I had the smart idea, hey, the SD card that's in here should work on the Raspberry Pi 3, right? and it did. So I just took a Raspberry Pi 3, put the SD card in here, and the update was actually pretty quick. So if you have to update the 0, just take a Pi 3, update on there, and put the SD card back in. But this is the 02W, and we want to know, will it work now? If it doesn't, I might have to upgrade to Debian Bullseye. I mean Raspberry Pi OS based on Debian 11. So let's hope this will work now. I'm turning it on. And it's dusty. And that's about it. It's just dusty. So I guess I'll have to try to do a full upgrade from 10 to 11, and then we'll try again. I really hope this works. Hey, I think it didn't even turn on the screen this time, or did it? It is blinking on for some reason. I really hope this didn't break things. Okay, let's try to turn it on now. Nope, nothing's happening. Yeah, let's try to do a full upgrade, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, I'm back. I updated the OS to Raspberry Pi OS 11 based on Debian 11, so it was a full update and full upgrade. I used the Pi 3 method to save time because it is so much faster. And now let's give it another try. If this does not work, we might have to erase the SD card and start over fresh, or take a look at the drivers here. So let's hope it works this time. This is now fully up to date, upgraded to Debian 11, Raspberry Pi OS 11, and nothing happens. It's on, definitely. Now I wonder, maybe it works, like maybe it's booting up and everything works, except the screen. Maybe the driver for this case just doesn't work with the newest Pi. Or maybe the driver needs an update. Let me just plug it out and back in to make sure it has good contact. Let's try this once more. Yeah, seems like that doesn't work. So we know now you cannot just swap the SD card, and updating isn't enough either, it seems. I'm gonna do one final thing, and that's trying to update the drivers for this screen. Let's see if those need updating, and if that doesn't work, then maybe we have to start fresh, erasing the SD card. You know, it is blinking, meaning it is running the safe shutdown script. So I'll leave this on and try to SSH into it, right? as is now. That way I would know if it's at least running. Back soon. Okay, I'm back and I tried something. I did turn it on and leave it on, even though the screen was off, and I tried to SSH into it and it did work. I managed to get a shell over SSH. So this means the Pi was actually running and it did work. So the OS upgrade was a success and it was compatible with the Pi, but the screen was offline. So what did I do? I did download the screen drivers again and did a fresh install of the screen drivers and the safe shutdown script. Let's see if it works now. I really hope it does. Yeah, see, bullseye. So I think what happened is that maybe at first we needed to upgrade Raspberry Pi OS so that it runs on the new Pi. So that worked well, but the screen was off. So I think what happened is that upgrading the Pi fixed the Pi, but maybe the upgrade did override the original drivers for this screen. So now it works. So if you want to upgrade to a Pi 0 2 from the 0, update, do a full update, a full upgrade, and then install the screen drivers from the Retroflag website, and then it works. And once you know, the upgrade is pretty easy. Now, so now we do know. Let's see. SpongeBob SquarePants, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Let me turn the volume up slightly to see if it lags less now. Remember when the fish swims along, it really started to lag with the original 0. Let's try this now and keep in mind, like, pay attention to the time it takes to load. That seemed faster already. Press a button to configure. But we don't want to. Oh hey, there's no sound. Dang it. Wait, let me... Yeah, there's no sound here. I mean, the game works and that seemed really fluent now. Those bubbles just really flew by. But there's not much... Yeah, you can really see the fish just did almost fly through, it seemed. But it's not really fun to play games without sound. So let's turn this off again. And let me try to fix the sound. But this already looks really promising. Really, really promising. I'll be right back. So I'm back. What I did now was manually copying the drivers over to be sure, including the audio drivers and the config file. If it doesn't work now, then that just means it's not compatible yet. I mean, the Pi 02 is not yet compatible with the new case. So, but you can notice the boot is so much faster already. Okay, it takes a little bit to load, but emulator station is a really big thing to load. But that was really fast. I mean, let's try one more time. I really hope sound works. There was some error message right there. I really hope. Nope, no sound it seems. That's a real bummer because take a look at the bubbles now. The animation is so much faster now. It loads faster. But if there's no sound, then that's no fun, right? So, but let's try to play anyway, at least to get a feel for the performance, for the game performance. Press start. Yep. And the buttons. Nope, buttons don't work anymore. Yeah. It seems like this is a bit of a mess right now. Yeah. Seems like it's not ready yet. I mean, RetroPie seems to be not fit for the Pi 02 just yet. But I really hope Retroflag will release an update for the audio and hopefully also for the joystick drivers and all those nice things. And then I'll do another review about the gaming performance. But so far, yeah, really disappointing. I'm sorry, guys. I really tried. I did update everything. It took quite some time. Update, upgrade, install the drivers, install again just to be sure. Sadly, it doesn't seem to be ready yet. I think I can try a different distro, like maybe Laka or something else, and then we can try again. Hopefully I can review the performance, but if you take a closer look, you will notice that it is running a lot more fluently, which is a good sign. So yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint in this video, but at least we learned that we cannot just do a quick swap. This is, by the way, just an automated demo that just runs. I think this is meant to be displayed on stores. So yeah. Thanks for watching, even though it didn't work out. And I'll try some more for another video. Bye. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to say that I know this video was a bit long, but I figured it might be important to leave the failures in the video so you can get a feeling for how much goes on when one makes such a video, how much troubleshooting there is, and I think we can learn best from our own failures or from other people's failures. And yeah, it just shows how much goes on. And there was still a lot that happened off camera, so you might get an idea just how much time it costs to make such a video. So if you did enjoy it, maybe leave a like to show your appreciation. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and bye.